Hello, kindergarten, and happy Monday. It's a brand new week, and we are going to be reading folk tales for this week, and then we're going to focus on the author's message. So for today, you are going to listen to the story called The Gingerbread Boy. Now, I'm sure most of you are familiar with the story of the gingerbread man, and basically, this is similar to that, but it's called The Gingerbread Boy instead of The Gingerbread Man. So we are going to be focusing this week on the author's message. And with the author's message, we have to figure out a couple of different things. We have to figure out what the problem is in the story. What does the character do about the problem? What does the character learn? And what does the author want us to learn? So what is the author's message? You're going to be thinking about that all week as you listen to the stories. So again, we're focusing in on the author's message. What's the problem? What does the character do to try to solve the problem? What does the character learn? And what does the author want us to learn overall? So we're going to be focusing in on that with the Gingerbread Boy story. Let's go ahead and get started. Once upon a time, there lived a little old woman and a little old man. They had no boys or girls of their own, so they lived all by themselves in a little old house. One day, the little old woman was baking gingerbread. "I will make a little gingerbread boy," she said. So she rolled the dough out flat, cut it in the shape of a little boy. She made him 2 good-sized feet. Then she gave him eyes and a mouth of raisins and currants and stuck on a cinnamon drop for a nose. She put a row of raisins down the front of his jacket for buttons. "There," she said. "Now we'll have a little gingerbread boy of our own." So why do you think they want their own little gingerbread boy? Why do you think they want their own little gingerbread boy? Well, if I think about the beginning of the story, it tells us that they don't have any boys or girls of their own, and they live all by themselves. So maybe they wanted this to have something else because they didn't have children of their own. She put him in the pan, popped him into the oven, and closed the door. And then she went about her work, sweeping and cleaning, cleaning and sweeping, and she forgot all about the little gingerbread boy. Meanwhile, he baked brown all over and got very hot. "Oh my," said the little old woman, at last sniffing the air. "The gingerbread boy is burning." She ran to the oven and opened the door. Up jumped the gingerbread boy. He hopped down onto the floor, ran across the kitchen, out of the door, across the garden, through the gate, and down the road as fast as his gingerbread legs could carry him. Oh boy, I bet she does not feel very good right now. I bet she feels pretty upset and pretty shocked. The little old woman and the little old man ran after him, shouting, "Stop, stop, little gingerbread boy." The gingerbread boy looked back and laughed and called out, "Run, run, run, catch me if you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread boy. I am. And they couldn't catch him. So let's remember what we have to figure out with the author's message. We have to think about what the problem is in the story. So we see a problem right here. We know that the old woman made the gingerbread boy because, of course, they didn't have any children of their own. And in making him, he decided to run out of the oven and run away from them. So right now, these are our 2 characters' problem. Is the gingerbread boy ran away and he was not supposed to. So I wonder what they're going to do about it. So the gingerbread boy ran on and on. Soon he came to a cow. Sniffed the cow. "You smell good. Stop, little gingerbread boy. I would like to eat you." But the little gingerbread boy laughed and said, "I've run away from a little old woman. I've run away from a little old man, and I can run away from you, I can." So the cow ran after him, but she couldn't catch him. The little gingerbread boy ran on and on. Soon he came to a horse. "Please stop, little gingerbread boy," said the horse. "You look very good to eat." But the little gingerbread boy called out, I've run away from a little old woman. I've run away from a little old man. I've run away from a cow. And I can run away from you, I can. So the horse ran after him, but he couldn't catch him. So it looks like two of our characters, that cow and the horse, want to eat him. And of course, the gingerbread boy keeps running away. By and by, the little gingerbread boy came to a barn where some men were threshing wheat. The thresher saw the little gingerbread boy and called, "Do not run so fast, little gingerbread boy. Gingerbread boys are made to eat." But the little gingerbread boy ran faster and faster and shouted, "I've run away from a little old woman. I've run away from a little old man. I've run away from a cow. I've run away from a horse, and I can run away from you. I can, I can." So it looks like he is going to keep on running. So the threshers ran after him, but they couldn't catch him. The little gingerbread boy ran faster than ever. Soon he came to a field full of mowers. When the mowers saw how fine he looked, they called, wait a bit, little gingerbread boy. Gingerbread boys are made to eat." But the gingerbread boy laughed harder than ever and ran on like the wind. Oh ho," he cried. "I've run away from a little old woman. I've run away from a little old man. I've run away from a cow. I've run away from a horse. I've run away from a barn full of threshers, and I can run away from you. I can, I can." So it looks like the gingerbread boy is just continuing to run and run and run. So the mowers ran after him, but they couldn't catch him. See what happens next. By this time, the little gingerbread boy was very proud of himself. He strutted, he danced, he pranced. He thought no one on earth could catch him. Then he saw a fox coming across the field. The fox looked at him and began to run. But the little gingerbread boy ran faster still and shouted, "Run, run, run, catch me if you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread boy. I am, I am. I've run away from a little old woman. I've run away from a little old man. I've run away from a cow. I've run away from a horse. I've run away from a barn full of threshers. I've run away from a field full of mowers. And I could run away from you. I can, I can." "Why," said the fox politely, "I wouldn't catch you if I could." Just then, the little gingerbread boy came to a wide river. He dared not jump into the water, for he would crumble to pieces if he did. He looked behind him. The cow, the horse, and all the people were still following and getting closer. He had to cross the river or they would catch him. The fox saw this and said, "Jump on my tail and I will take you across." So the little gingerbread boy jumped onto the fox's tail and the fox jumped onto the river. When they were out in the river, the fox said, "Little gingerbread boy, I think you had better get on my back or you may fall off." So the little gingerbread boy jumped on the fox's back. After swimming a little farther, the fox said, "The water is deep. You may get wet where you are. Jump up on my shoulder." So the little gingerbread boy jumped up on the fox's shoulder. What do you think is going to happen next? It looks like the gingerbread boy is getting closer and closer to the fox's head. What do you think is going to happen next? When they were near the other side of the river, the fox cried out suddenly, "The water grows deeper still. Jump up on my nose. Jump up on my nose." So the little gingerbread boy jumped up on the fox's nose. What do you think is going to happen next? What do you think is going to happen next? The fox sprang ashore and threw back his head. Snip! Half the gingerbread boy was gone. Snip, snap! He was 3/4 gone. Snip, snap, snip. At last, He went the way of every single gingerbread boy that ever came out of an oven. He was all gone. So you see here all of our characters, the old woman and the old man, the cow and the horse, the threshers and the mowers, they were all trying to chase him. Couldn't catch him, but the fox did. So the little old woman and the little old man, the cow and the horse and the threshers and the mowers all went home again. And they do not look happy. They do not look happy at all. While the fox had a good long nap. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed listening to the Gingerbread Boy, but let's talk again about the author's message. So let's think about the first question. What is the problem? Well, we know the problem was the gingerbread boy ran away when he was not supposed to. She didn't make him to eat him necessarily, but to have something of her own. And he just went and ran away from her. And we think, well, what did she try to do about that problem? Well, both her and the old man tried to chase him. But we know in the story, they couldn't catch him. So what did they learn? Well, maybe the old man and the old woman learned not to bake gingerbread cookies anymore. And maybe they learned that sometimes things are going to happen that they don't expect. And then you kind of wonder, well, what does the author want us to learn? Well, I think with the gingerbread boy, the author wants us to learn that you can't trust people. We notice in the story that the fox was being very clever and very tricky. So we wonder to ourselves, maybe you shouldn't trust people that you don't know. The gingerbread boy kept laughing at everyone who was chasing him, and he thought he was the best, and then he thought he was the fastest. But he didn't realize that the fox, just like a lot of the other characters, wanted to eat him too. So he should not have trusted him. So we should be careful about who we trust and not run around bragging or thinking we can do whatever we want. So again, that is the author's message. So please make sure that you're paying close attention to the rest of the stories this week and thinking about the author's message. What is it the author wants us to learn when we're finished with the story? All right, hope you enjoyed this wonderful story of the Gingerbread Boy. Hope you have a fantastic day. Bye for now.